pleasure to announce our next speaker. She's from India, Veena Nepram. She's a board member of the International Peace Bureau. She's chairing a huge women organization in India. She's fighting for the refugees which have to leave Myanmar. And she's very active in international solidarity campaign with all the refugees. Veena, the floor is to you.
Yes, thank you very much. Peace greetings to each and everyone in Vienna. Our hearts go out to what has happened in Ukraine, and on behalf of the Manipur Women Gun Survivors Network and the Global Alliance of Indigenous People, give our strongest support to this growing peace gathering, and we stand committed. Today, I'm going to just speak on what is happening. In the past couple of weeks, there has been literally my home state of Manipur in Northeast India is up in flames. And I will just share you very briefly, because we have just 2 more minutes of what's happening so that you are aware of the kind of violence. I don't know if you can see. Right now, what has happened is the region I'm describing is in flames right now. The area shaded in blue, it's Manipur in northeast of India, which borders Burma. We are just below China. And this is home to about 30 different indigenous groups. And in the past 3 weeks, this place has become like this. It has turned into another Ukraine, where over 3,000 homes have been burned, more than 53,000 people currently displaced, and 2 indigenous groups made to kill each other, heavily supplied by arms from the outside world. Imagine, this is a place, if you are here, this is a place with so much diversity. But currently in today's world, our identities have become weaponized by those who are hungry and dealing with guns, drugs, and human trafficking. As I mentioned, over 150 people killed in the past 3 to 4 weeks in Manipur, over 7,000 homes burned, more than 314 refugee camps, and then 221 churches and 17 temples and thousands of indigenous places of worship burned down. Can you imagine? Until today, you will not have heard about this conflict, because so many conflicts are now currently engineered by those who are hungry for guns and drugs and political power, and have turned our homes upside down. This is how our homes are right now as we speak. There is currently fighting going on. This is how we have seen what has happened in Ukraine. Manipur has turned into another Ukraine. And yet the Prime Minister of India, Modi, hasn't said a word. 38 days of conflict. War crimes and atrocities. People have been beheaded. Homes have been burned. People are getting tortured in worse ways. Sexual violence is rising in that part of the world. And I will end with this. But we, the women of Manipur, remain undeterred. Our mothers are patrolling the streets at night with bamboo torches. We have formed, this is how the whole Manipur is right now in arms, literally, but again, using non-violent techniques. We have also formed International Mothers Association, because we couldn't see a way out against this multitude of weapons which have turned our lives upside down. We are calling for the formation of peace committees from all conflict zones of the world. Women, men, people, youth, indigenous, non-indigenous. It is time for us to unite against the war merchants. We are ensuring that it is a time, as Bertha von Suttner said, lay down your arms, help bring peace in Manipur. So this is what we wanted to share today. Because, if my voice sounds like urgent, it's because of what is happening. And we are appealing to everyone around the world that as we help bring resolution in Ukraine, please help resolve the conflict in Manipur and around the world. And we are with you, arm to arm, heart to heart, strength to strength. Let's start a new revolution which holds love in our heart, peace in our hearts. If their quest for war, our quest for peace is greater than your call for war, and we will show to the world and the indigenous people around the world, 80% of the world's conflicts are happening in indigenous places, in places around the world where indigenous people live. And I think it is so important that we involve our indigenous people, indigenous ways of peacemaking, to be able to bring the change that every human in this world, one planet, for people, peace, and planet, we have. And the work has started, and we are with each one of you in the room and around the world to make this happen. We are determined to find our way towards a more peaceful world than a more weaponized world. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Thank you, Binalakshmi.